How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I'm your host, FaZe Crypto, and I think that this is a very good opportunity for us to explore some of the overall context of what's happening on a broader scale involving cryptocurrency, sort of giving a little bit of context as to what people who've been paying attention to cryptocurrency for any amount of years are thinking in terms of the overall year that we've had and what we can expect to see from technologies like Cardano. And first of all, I'd just like to basically start this video off by saying I think we'll probably be able to demonstrate in this video one of the fundamental reasons why Cardano has developed the reputation and why we call it King Cardano. And of course, being in the number ranking 11 position, I would put myself pretty confidently in the class of people who would say Cardano does have the opportunity to be in the top 5 position. I think it's rightfully there, I think, and as far as we're seeing things going forward, I mean, overall, I think Cardano's managed to hold up pretty nicely, especially in this market. And when we look at what Cardano has in store for itself, I think Cardano is one of the cryptocurrencies that has a sense of what's actually going to be made possible by the blockchain and all these different things. So whether or not you want to talk about the fact you want to, I know that there's plenty of haters out there who are going to try and get in the comment section and shit on Cardano, but I'm going to defend Cardano. In my opinion, I think in all the different votes that we've done, I mean, this is pure data that we've gathered. People have always got a liking for Cardano, and I can see why. So in this video, I think we're going to look at the things that are happening in the stock market right now, and I want to make a point to say that it's not over. It's nowhere near from over. This is so early in the game when it comes to cryptocurrency that people can't even believe it, and I don't expect them to. But we're going to talk about all this in this video. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to cover a wide variety of topics. So if you're like me, you've been watching the events that have transpired in the past 48 hours, and it's pretty exciting to see cryptocurrency and all this activity happening, for better or for worse. It's pretty indicative of what we've been able to expect to see, expect the unexpected, so to speak, as far as 2018 goes. But I think that this is a great opportunity since it is Christmas. I think we should be talking about the technologies that are going to be able to actually flex their muscles in the next coming year. Obviously, this Christmas leaves a lot to be desired as far as the market cap goes and all these things, really showing the unpredictable aspects of the cryptocurrency space. But one thing is for sure, and that's that blockchain isn't going anywhere. So when we see these different news articles out here that are talking about has the cryptocurrency peak come and gone, that's complete rubbish. I think that it's kind of hilarious to see that the news thinks that the space is that, I mean, that there's people who are that dumb out there. Now obviously, whether or not the peak is any time in the future, I think that that's more a conversation that's worth having. Now, fundamentally speaking, Cardano has not even begun to come out the gate, but I think that it's funny to see once these things finally get up and running, Cardano really is one of those technologies that's got my attention, at least for as far as what we can expect to be seeing as we round the corner and we come up to 2020, and we reach a lot of those different landmarks as far as what Cardano has been expecting to bring out in terms of the development of the product and the actual activities that we're going to see Cardano and how it's going to be implemented in various aspects of society. Also interesting to see what Charles Hodgkinson has had to say. Now, we were talking about this in the most recent video we made about Cardano, where we were essentially discussing the vision that the Cardano founder has brought to the table, and how the ambitious efforts that Cardano has brought to the table has really been shaping the way that a lot of the other technologies and what they aim to accomplish has to sort of culminate together in a very interesting way. Now, when we talk about the overall context of what to expect for Cardano in 2019, 2020, I think that it's interesting always to get a little bit of perspective as far as the backdrop regarding where smart contracts aspects have come along the way, in the overall context of what Bitcoin has offered us. And essentially, I think that this is also a very interesting topic to bring up in this current time, in particular with what we've been seeing happening with the stock market and all these different variables coming together. Now, there's obviously a lot of different things at play, whether or not people want to talk about the stock market giving this sort of credibility, lending it over to cryptocurrency, so to speak. I think that it wouldn't be too far-fetched to say that when fiat is experiencing trouble, it's sort of like a big bubble letters advertisement for cryptocurrency, and in particular blockchain. I think when we look at what happened in 2018 as far as the different giants that have basically been challenged, the classic David and Goliath story, that sort of Facebook's decline, so to speak, the various problems that Facebook has run into, and all these other centralized storages, these social media platforms that have essentially shown, they've essentially been proven to have this one fundamental problem, and that being encapsulated by the one word, and that would be centralized storage, centralized operations, and really showing what it means when we talk about the future being decentralized. And I think that this, above all, is one of the things that Cardano has going for its favor, true decentralization. And I think as far as what we've been seeing, it's very interesting seeing what's been happening involving the overall reputation that's happened. I mean, obviously, this Cardano will be back in the top 5. I mean, getting me rather excited, but I try to keep it all in. You can pretty much hear the excitement in my voice. But I think with the growing popularity of things like XRP, I think that the people have certainly spoken. Of course, what we saw happen involving XRP and Binance definitely does show that the community does have the voice. The fact of the matter is that if you don't like something in the cryptocurrency space, always make sure that you basically you could create a big fuss on social media. If you have a good enough point, these people will listen to you. Fundamentally, it's an interesting day and age we live in right now, because cryptocurrency, by nature, being on the internet, fundamentally does have one thing going for it, and that it's essentially built on the principles that have made the internet so great, which is the fact that these big giants can actually have their ear to the pavement and actually listen to the community and all these different things, which is essentially another great variable that I think Cardano has going in its favor as far as moving into the year of 2019 goes. Now, of course, we're not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, obviously, we see it's very easy to have tens of billions of dollars just smited off of the market cap overnight due to just some seemingly insignificant variable happening all the way across the world. This is certainly something that we're going to have to deal with in terms of volatility and all these different aspects as they come together. And it's certainly something that's going to have to be ironed out before cryptocurrency has its day in the sun, essentially mass adoption and all these things, which I would still say is right around the proverbial corner, so to speak. When we talk about 1 year, 2 years, it's ultimately a blink of an eye when we're talking about the amount of shifting variables that need to come together in order to make cryptocurrency and all these different accessibilities of these intangible variables. And it involves so much more than just currency, more than just transactions. It involves the data and all these different things. But I think people overlook the various different controversies that have been facing areas like Facebook and all these different companies that have had a really tough time in 2018. It hasn't been a great year by any of the stretch of the imagination for very major asset classes. It's not been a good year for us, to be honest, and cryptocurrency is no exception. So whether or not this is indicative of what we can expect to see as far as the relationship of 2019 goes, I suppose only time will tell. But overall, I still remain my optimistic outlook as far as what we can expect to see in regards to at least what's happening behind the scenes involving Cardano, and how we can expect to see these advancements of blockchain, listening to the community, and all these things are going to be the Cardano always has been known known for having that ability to take an inch whenever they can get one, and then maintaining that inch, and using that as basically a stepping stone to move forward. Now, I think that this is going to be a fundamental thing, because everything counts as far as all these different variables are concerned. But yeah, so year-end review, obviously it hasn't been anywhere near as exciting a year as 2017 goes, but also I think that it's given people who've been savvy to the cryptocurrency space that opportunity to basically fill up your bags. Now, whether or not those bags are going to get lighter in 2019, like I said, it's still only time will tell. But fundamentally, I think as far as the technology aspect of it goes, we can and will fundamentally see Cardano having these different things as far as leverageability goes in business, and of course in these interpersonal things that we've been seeing developing as far as the team is concerned, and from a data perspective, impeccable, I would say. So a lot of things to look forward on that front. Of course, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Obviously this video is just my opinion. Obviously this video is not advice or anything like that. Remember, I'm not your dad. But yeah, my opinion regarding Cardano is fundamentally positive. I think there's a lot of potential, a lot of room to grow. And as far as what all the other cryptos are doing, I think Cardano is really one of the only ones that catches my eye in this particular way. And I think as we see Cardano continue to grow and fulfilling more things along their roadmap and all these things, I think 2020 is going to be an interesting year, and it's going to separate the cryptos that have been actually putting in the work as far as the behind the scenes and all these things. But yeah, all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys comment down below letting us know what you think about Cardano, and of course you could follow us on our Twitter, that's at CryptoTuber, and let us know what you think about King Cardano and the future of these technologies, what we could expect to see, and what your perspective is as well, because we're always interested in hearing what you guys have to say. But all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, found it informative, and I'll see you guys next video. Have a good one.